Hey guys, another video. Let me turn on the light so we can get some light on the subject. Working on this laptop, and I got it running good. It's an older laptop, like an AMD processor. I mean, it's a 17-inch laptop. It's a Toshiba. I got it for $20, and it's mint. There's no scratches on it or anything. Well, it's kind of heavy. It's a good laptop for your home. I wouldn't want to carry it around. But it had Windows 7 on it, and it had a older hard drive. So I put Windows 10 and I put it on an SSD hard drive. The memory was 6 gigs, so I pumped that up to 8. Put some programs on there, and now it runs really good. Gonna try to sell it online. I got the ad on there. I mean, sometimes you can buy these laptops on Marketplace or, Craigslist from people for less money and upgrade them if you know how to make them faster. And then you can sell them for a small profit. So it's a good thing to do. I do that from time to time. I'll buy laptops from people and even desktops if they're really cheap. And then I'll upgrade them and make them faster and run better. So that's sort of like a side job type of thing. Kind of tired now. 7:30 at night. I just took a nap and got up. It's still kind of tired. I'm gonna put this phone in something so I don't have to hold on to it. Got a little stand there, which is kind of cool. Yeah, and I got this mouse. Somebody gave me this mouse. I bought a laptop really cheap and to fix up, and I got this nice HP wireless mouse. It works really good. And you can see it goes on. It's good for people that don't want to. Like what I do is I'll lay back, put my feet up on the desk, and use it. And I also got this kind of nice mouse pad with it. Round mouse pads are cool because they don't take up as much room as the square one. I got a square one back here somewhere. I mean, I like the square one, but they take up too much room. Somebody gave me this. Actually, a company sent it to me in the mail. Got some of my data recovery stuff, and I got this external drive, and I have a lot of programs on here. And what I do is when I'm working on an old computer, I'll plug this in to the USB. And then I'll install like Google Chrome. I have Google Chrome on here. I have Open Office on here. I have a free driver upgrade program that I can install all device drivers for any computer. And I have like PDF file if I want to put that on, and free antivirus. So I keep one of these. Actually, I got 3 of them. I've acquired them over the years. And it's good when you plug it in and install programs instead of having to go on the internet and download them from each different site. I have them all in order on these external drives. And these drives are great if you have a lot of stuff on your computer and you want to free up some space. You could send them to this drive. You can buy them in any store. See, they have USB on it. And they're pretty cheap now, and you can save a lot of your stuff off the computer. And it's a lot safer on this drive than on your computer. Or you could have it on both your computer and your drive if you want. But I like to have that because it's a lot easier for me to install programs. I don't really save any too much information for myself. So, but I have, you know, I don't like, I may have some programs or something that I use, but as far as information goes, like, I may have some pictures, not too much other than pictures. I don't have like a lot of documents and stuff like that. I have programs and I have pictures, but if you have a lot of pictures or a lot of documents that you need to save, definitely get an external hard drive. It'll save you time and it'll save you money in the long run. Because if your computer crashes and your drive doesn't work, it'll cost you a lot of money for data recovery to try to get your files back. And if you have an external drive, all you gotta do is plug it in after your computer's fixed or plug it into another computer and all your information will still be there. It's just a small investment that pays off a lot in the long run because you don't want to lose your important stuff. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to lose their important information. When I first got into computers, I didn't even know how to save information. So when I formatted the computer, I would lose all the information. And then I realized, well, I better save it before. And then when I wipe out everything, format the hard drive, or install a different hard drive, then I could put it on later on. So that's what you have to do. You have to save the information onto another computer or onto a external hard drive or even a USB hard drive, flash drive, and put it on after the computer's fixed. I have a 1.5, or actually it's a 3 terabyte external drive. I got it for really cheap. I think the guy wanted to get rid of it because he never used it. It was like $30. And here it is right here. These things are awesome. They're HD. And this is like a 3 terabyte hard drive. There's a big hard drive in here, and then it's plugged into USB. And you can save a ton of stuff on here if you need to. I never use it because I never have to save any more than, 20 or 40 gigs of data. Sometimes even less. But if I had to back up a lot of data, I could save it to that. That thing is like 3 terabytes. But what I've learned in the near recent future is that, if you save these little laptop hard drives, you could format them and you get one of these USB adapters and just plug it into the drive. You can save the information to an external drive like this. So all the people have to do is plug it in their computer and they can access all their files. I do that sometimes because it's easier. Or if it's an NVMe hard drive, I have one of these adapters that I save it to. And I have another transfer thing for NVMe drives. It's one that sits on the desk. It's a little fancier. You can get these for like $10, $15 online. So I keep them, and also I keep extra screws. You never know when you're going to need screws. You have a bunch of laptop screws here. So that's a good way to back up your data. I mean, you can get these really cheap online. I think I got it from China, like $2-3. Anyhow, saving money, saving time is what you want to do. And you're in the right place. Get yourself a couple nice screwdrivers that you can work with too. These are some of my favorite laptop screwdrivers. It's not an expensive kit. I have a dollar store box with all the screwdrivers that I have. I don't use them all, but if I need them, you got all kinds of screwdrivers. And another important thing to have is a magnet. If the screw don't come out, or you drop a screw and you want to pick it up, you can get these for like a couple dollars at the auto parts store or even online. Keep one of those guys handy. Magnets come in handy, like even if you drop a screw or a metal part in a desktop computer, magnets are good to pick them up. So I highly recommend them. And there you go, you can keep this in your house and use it. All the different screwdrivers you'll ever need. There's even 5-star screwdrivers in there for Apple computers. I don't work on Apple computers, but I do have a set. For little things. And if you ever have to open up a laptop, there's these little plastic things that won't scratch it trying to open up. And another very common thing to open up a laptop case is a guitar pick. It's just like a guitar pick, and you can open up the bottom, remove the bottom after all the screws out. So I always keep them kind of things nearby. Another thing I have is these, you always need lights, see what you're doing. I have these cheap lights that you can get in like Harbor Freight for a few bucks. Gives you a lot of light. So if I need more light, I use this guy. And as you get older, it's hard to see, so I have a lighted magnifying glass, which is $9 online. That comes in handy for looking up model numbers and things like that. And looking at little pieces of memory to see what size they are. You always got to have stuff like that. Little non-expensive things you can get to work on computers. You really don't need expensive things. Computer tools are very inexpensive. A couple screwdrivers, a couple pieces of memory, a few extra video cards to test with, a few hard drives, I have a few SSD hard drives, and I have a box of hard drives here. You accumulate over the years. Just different size hard drives, things like that. And then over the years, you accumulate memory from all these different computers that you work on. So you'll end up with like a lot of memory, and you can swap it out if you have it. Sometimes you have to buy it because you don't have the right one, but over the years, you end up accumulating a lot of stuff working on computers. So I always keep these parts. Try to keep them organized too. And then that'll help you in your computer journey. If you have to take care of your computer, you'll have everything you need. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for all the support. And make sure, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all later. Take care. Bye.